good, everybody? There we go. What's good, everybody? It's your boy RAYZOR Ramon the Barber, and I'm back with another live review. We'll let a few people get in here before we get started, man. We'll let a few people get in here before we get started. I guess I can go and get this out the way. So when people review it, they'll see it. We got the beard oils. The beard oils at RAYZORRAMONs.com. We have beard oils there. We have the machismo beard oil. This is a tea tree, peppermint, lavender. We have the Casanova cherry. We have the Casanova cherry. And we have the Beamer Boy Ballin'. The Beamer Boy Ballin', which is kind of smells like in the same warehouse as kind of like 1 million. We also have the Beard Balm as well. RAYZOR Ramon Beard Balm. It's a medium whole. All these can be found at the website in the description below. We also have 16-ounce candles. Caramel and vanilla is what we have right now. We will be coming out with more fragrances soon. But right now we have caramel vanilla. Let me load this up on YouTube right quick, man, so I can look at the comments and check out chat and all that stuff. All right. I'm gonna let a few people get in here before we get started. Stanley. What's good, Stan the man? What's good, fam? Not much, man. Just about to go over a few fragrances, man. From the house of Habibi. I think I'm saying that correctly. From the house of Habibi. I'm gonna show you this right quick. Shout out to my bro, man, Jeff Lick or J Lick, man, for sending me this discovery set from the house of Habibi, man. Dope stuff. I've been wanting to get my hands on it for a while. It comes in this tester box, not tester box, but discovery set. It comes with tester strip as well with 5 holders. I took them out because I want to be able to go over it. But it comes in a nice thick premium box, man. Dope presentation. It's 5 2 milliliters of a discovery set that you can grab from the house of Habibi, man, New York, man. Stan the man, what's good, bro? What's good, man? A1 since day one, baby. Hey, y'all put them beer mugs in the chat, man. Put them beer mugs in the chat. My scent of the day was Versace Mental Fresh. Versace Mental Fresh was my scent of the day. Jay Lick, what's good, Jay Lick? Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. What was y'all scent of the day, man? Mine was Versace Mental Fresh, man. You can see this bottle got a nice little dent in it. And we sipping on. I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted some Crown Royal, vanilla, or I wanted some. Finish off this little bottles of Makers, man. I think I'm gonna finish up the bottles of Makers. We're gonna knock this little Makers out the box, man. We're gonna knock this Makers Marks out the box, man. A little whiskey. Y'all know how we do. Double cup. I got that drink in my cup. I got that drink in my cup. Cheers, Chico. Man, y'all put them beer mugs in the chat for your boy, man. One time for the one time. Cheers, Chico. Yeah, man. So, if you're looking to get some beard balm, beard oil, you're looking to buy candles, man, you can look. You can click the link in the description. We have 16-ounce caramel vanilla candles. We got 3 beard oils, Be My Boy Ballin', Casanova Cherry, and we got machismo. 3 beard oils right now, and we got a beard balm. Beard Balm, man. Click the link in the description. Go by and support. Locks and Land, Homestead. Shalom, fam. Man, appreciate you for putting them beer mugs in the chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Shalom, family. Most High Christ bless. My bad. Most High Christ bless. Or should I say Shalom Barakatah? Shalom, family. All right, man. I ain't going to hold y'all up too much, man. We're going to go and get started. The first fragrance, again, we going over the house of Habibi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Habibi, New York. Man, shout out to my boy, man. My brother from another mother, Jay Lick, man. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. I really do, man. Words can't describe how much I appreciate you. Not only for, you know, for sending me, you know, fragrances so I can check them out. But just being there, man, you know, when I was going through what I was going through, bro, and just checking on me and being a brother, man. I appreciate you, man. Square business, fam. So we gonna get into these fragrances. This is a custom discovery set. And the first one, y'all tell me if that music too loud. The first one we gonna check out is Amber of the Sea, man. And I love the look of this bottle. When I looked online and saw it, it's one of the ones that caught my eye. And the name of it, man, is just amazing. But this is Amber of the Sea. Amber of the Sea. And the accords on this fragrance, if you are new to fragrances, accords are adjectives that are describing the notes that you are smelling. If y'all still viewing, man, hit that like button for your boy, man. If you don't mind, man. It helps draws attention to the live stream, which helps draws attention to my channel, which helps draws attention to the subscribers, man. So if y'all don't mind, hit that like button for your boy. Amber of the Sea is the name of the first one we're gonna go over. It's powdery, marine, ambery, musky, hints of saltiness, a little bit of violet, aromatic with some citrus in it as well. Great summertime fragrance, day and night in the summertime. It also works well in the spring. All right, the top notes are, let me spray this before I go over the notes right quick. Yes, sir. I'm picking up that violet and that seawater note already. That violet and that seawater note coming off the rip. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is nice. This is grown man, though. This steakhouse starter pack. This steakhouse starter pack right here. You know, when you are going to the Longhorns, and some of y'all rich, y'all go to Ruth Chris and what's the other joint? You know, the good steakhouse. But this one of those, man. This when you stepping out. This when you big stepping right here. We got on your boot cut jeans, you know, and your button up. Just nice, man. So top notes are sea salt, or should I say seawater, violet, bergamot, and sea salt. Middle notes are rose, licorice, plum. Those are your middle notes. And the dry down is some ambergris, musk, vanilla, patchouli, and sandalwood. So off top, I'm getting that bergamot, which is kind of giving me this lemon lime back and forth tug of war vibe, mixed with a violet, which is starting to get real powdery. Mixed with the seawater, it's very aquatic, but it's a salty aquatic, and I guess that's where the sea salt is helping the seawater vibe some, or it's kind of pushing the notes of that seawater a little bit. You do get that rose, but it kind of plays the background. And you do get like that dry, woodsy licorice. It's almost like a dry wood, a real dry bark. Some sweetness from the plum as well. The plum is kind of drizzled on top of all the other fragrances. This is a dope fragrance. Hadn't gotten to the dry down yet. You know that's going to take some time, but we're going to come back to it. But this is dope, man. This is definitely a summertime, summer day, summer night, grown man vibe, man. I'm rocking with this. Man. Especially for the summertime. I might wear this tomorrow. It's nice. It's nice right here, man. Any of y'all tried anything from the house of Habibi? Habibi? Anybody tried anything from that house, man? Because I know I always kind of wanted to get my hands on it. The violet, you smell that violet, it almost kind of remind you of Dior Fahrenheit a little bit. That violet mixed with those other C notes and that bergamot. It doesn't come off smelling like unleaded gas, though, like the opening of Dior Fahrenheit. But it does kind of remind you of Dior Fahrenheit when it starts to settle down. Yeah, Jay Lick, it's definitely a sleeper house. And like I say, I can go through my Facebook, and I can go through my Instagram, and I can go through even the notes on my phone where I got different various of links of Habibi saved, because I'm like, man, when I get my coins right, I'm gonna buy some from this house. But one thing about those is you kind of always, it's, you know, that list of to get for fragrances is forever growing. So it's kind of like what you see at the time, and it kind of grabs your attention. And every time you buy something, you like, man, I could have bought that. I could have bought that. I could have bought that. Especially as a reviewer, you kind of want to stay on course of not of things that hype, so to speak, but things that people are buying, so you can acquire these fragrances and, you know, make content, because it's what people want to see. So it's a fine line between making the content that make you happy and also making the content that people want to see, because at the end of the day, I know my goal is to grow my channel, to help get supplemental income, so now I can help take care of me and my family. If you're gonna pay me for doing something I love, why not get paid for it? Everybody else get paid for it. Athletes get paid for it. Musicians get paid for it. You know, people get what's wrong with being paid for doing what you love, especially if you are giving a service to people that they want to pay for and that they like. But that's just how I feel. We're starting to get into those middle notes a little bit more. But Jay Lick is definitely a sleeper house. That plum is starting to really push up. And I'm a sucker for plum. Plum and vanilla, I'm a sucker for, man. Plum, vanilla, and oud, man. And rum and like cognac, I love those notes in the fragrance, man. But especially vanilla and plum. Vanilla and plum, man, you can do some dangerous stuff with those combinations. That plum is starting to seep up some. That wood note or that licorice is starting to get a little bit more prevalent. And that rose is kind of dying down some. You still get some of the violet. You still get some of the bergamot. But those things are starting to subside some. And you still do kind of get the sea salt and the sea water. And it's starting to mix well with that plum. This is a well-blended fragrance. Well blended fragrance, man. Well blended fragrance. Shalom, nephew. Shalom, nephew. Man, my nephew on here. Baby. Nephew on the line, baby. Nephew. Hey, you know, that's some uncle stuff. That's some proud uncle stuff right there. Baby, nephew. Right, you right, Stanley, man. You been getting on me for I know about a year because I ain't picked up that Mancera Pearl yet. And like I said, bro, I got it saved in my notes, and I have it saved in my my Facebook. I got a tab that say like frag head stuff, and it's on my list, bro. But every time I see something else, bro, I grab something else. Then I think, and when you say something, I'll be like, damn, I still ain't got that. I'm gonna get it though, bro. I'm gonna get it. It's on my list, bro. I promise I'm gonna get it, because you've been talking about it, and it make me want to get it even more. But also too, it's one of those Mancera fragrances that people don't talk about. So I think it's kind of one of those that might help bring traffic to my channel, because sometimes people don't buy certain fragrances if it's not a lot of content on it, because they don't want to waste their money on it. So I definitely think if I was to grab that fragrance real soon, I think it'll help grow my channel, man. That Mancera Pearl, man. As soon as I get it, before it even arrives, when I buy it, I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna send it to you so you'll know I bought it. Yes, man. This amber of the sea from the house of Habibi, man, this don't start to smell good. It's starting to smell good. Yeah, I'm definitely wearing that tomorrow, man. I'm giving that a 10, bro. I'm giving that a 10. No, I'm gonna give it a 9 right now. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it no, man. I'm gonna give it a 10, bro. I'm gonna give it a 10. That's nice, man. That's nice. So the next one we gonna hop into from the house of Habibi, New York, is white Moroccan leather. White Moroccan leather. And I must say, man, when you look at all the pictures of their bottles or a full presentation, man, they got some dope designs, man. Some real dope designs on their bottles. So again, the accords on this one, white Moroccan leather. If you're not if you're new to fragrances, accords are adjectives that are describing the notes that you are smelling. I know I keep saying that a lot, but you know, people checking the video at different times. People are new to fragrances, and on top of being a reviewer, I also think it's my duty to educate people who are tuning in, because I know when I'm new to certain topics, or I'm watching topics on video games or sports or anything like that, and it's something that's new to me, I hate when people use acronyms and I don't know what the hell they talking about, and they just keep using the same acronym over and over and over, and I'm sitting there lost as hell, like, man, what the hell is they what is they talking about? So I always describe the accords. Will Rodriguez, what's good, Brody? They say, what are the prices of these fragrances? They range from different prices, man. I'm gonna just keep it a band with you. You know, sometimes it depends on what size you get. Like the Amber and Amber of the Sea, that one like $129 right now for a 2.5 ounce or 75 ml. So it kind of depends on if you get it from the website or you get it from like Macy's or Dillard's, or I want to say like a third party, like Kingdom Fragrances or Joma Shop, Max Aroma, somewhere like that. The prices could vary. Even fragrance.ca, and those are all 100% stamped of approval. You're gonna get the real fragrance. Sometimes people say they have gotten fake fragrances for Amazon, but to my knowledge, I've never bought nothing fake from Amazon. You always can check the buyer also too on Amazon where you're buying it from. But the first fragrance we went on was like $129. So I seen these fragrances range from $129 to like $225. It just all depends on where you're getting it from. But the first one we went over was $125. Will, I hope that helps. But the next one we're going over, white Moroccan leather. The accords are amber, woody, powdery with some iris, hints of leather, warm, spicy, earthy, fresh, spiky with some hints of smoke. It is definitely a fall fragrance, day or nighttime, but you can wear it in the winter and early spring. So a lot of times, some of these fragrances fall into multiple categories because of the range that it play. Like if you can wear something in the fall, you can wear it in the winter, and you can kind of wear it in the early spring, because those times are like considered like cooler temperatures. But if you're going to be in controlled environments, you can wear whatever the hell you want to wear when you want to wear it. You might have to adjust your sprays. No problem, Will. No problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. But those are the accords. The notes to this fragrance is all. Let me spray it. Let me give it a few sprays right quick. Let me find the atomizer. All right. Woo, I smell this already. This gonna be elite. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Oh my goodness. This like that right here. Oh my goodness, this fire. This fire. This a 10. 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 Hey, this a 10 right here. Oh my goodness, bro. Top notes, white powder. I've never heard of white powder in the fragrance. White powder, nutmeg, and citrus, but it comes off smooth, rich, and creamy with hints of citrus. But that white powder is that white pepper. I keep saying white powder is white pepper. So it's not it don't tingle your nose like a black pepper would do, or like a ginger, but it's just it gives it some type of kick or some type of spice, man. That white pepper, that nutmeg just give it a nice, warm, inviting vibe. And those citrus notes, there's those limes and lemons and oranges mixes well together, man. It's just make it like it's just creamy, smooth citrus vibe. Then it starts to change some with the orris, sandalwood, and starts to be smoky just a little bit with the incense. The dry down is amber, leather, patchouli, and woodsy. I will say this though, you do smell the amber through the duration of the entire fragrance. So sometimes you will get like a vanilla vibe, and the fragrance actually won't have vanilla in it. Amber can be used or mixed or blended in a certain way in the fragrance to give off a vanilla or vanillic vibe. Like sometimes you won't have vanilla in the fragrance, but it'll smell like it, but it'll be tonka bean. Because depending how you pair tonka bean, it can come off as a vanilla vibe, man. But this is definitely a fall, winter, and spring goat. I would say even a summer night. A summer night, if you're going to be in a controlled environment, you can get away with this. You can get away with this. Even though it has some spice in it, with a little bit of smokiness and woodiness to it, if you're going to be in a cool, controlled environment, you definitely can pull this off. This is definitely one of those black tire events. Definitely like you're going to go to like a comedy show or movies, especially going to be close around many people because it's a crowd pleaser, but especially date night, dinner night, anything formal at night. This put me in the same mind frame. Not saying it smell like it, but it puts me in the same mind frame of Bulgari Men in Black, like a black tire special event, red carpet, suited and booted attire, man. This is what this put me in the mind frame of. This is definitely a 10, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. J Lick, this junk fire, bro. This junk fire. Man, this junk fire. I knew it was fire when I smelled it. When I said white Moroccan leather, I said this is gonna be fire. I said this probably smell like a macadamian cookie. Cheers, Chico. Man, y'all put them beer mugs in the chat for your boy, man, if you don't mind. Yeah, this fire right here. This fire. This fire. White Moroccan leather is the second fragrance that we went over from the house of Habibi or Hababa, New York. Oh my goodness. This is a 10, bro. This is a 10. If you like Dolce & Gabbana, the one. If you like Stronger With You. If you like Jazz Club. If you like Javante Gentleman, Privé Reserve. If you like Elzaro, The Most Wanted. Any of those rich smoke. If you like By the Fireplace. If you like, what is it? Let me see, can I find it? Let me see, can I not look so fat right quick when I turn around? If you like Amir Al-Oud from the House of Latafa. If you like this. If you like this right here, man, you're gonna love. Let me put that back. If you like that, if you like Montal, Honey Al-Oud. If you like that, let me see. If you like my hair. If you like my hair from Latafa, all these right here, then you're gonna like white Moroccan leather. White Moroccan leather. Last but not least, if you like Supreme Cashmere by Polo, white Moroccan leather is in your wheelhouse. It's not saying that it smells like those, but it reminds you of all those fragrances that are designed and made and placed in that wheelhouse. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Man, Fragrance Champ, what's good, my guy? What's good, my guy, man? The champ is here. What's up, Madden Fragrance? Hey, if you ever used to watch the Madden Bus around, I want to say, bro, from like 2010 to like 2015, Madden Fragrance Champ is truly, hey, he ain't capping on his name, bro. I really knew this dude before I knew him. Never met him a day in my life, but I used to watch the Madden Bus I literally seen this dude go to Times Square, play somebody in Madden bus, and beat everybody on the Madden bus, and all bruh did was run the ball. That's all he did was run the ball. Bruh did not throw a pass. He had them dudes on the Madden bus upset. I'm talking about he had them upset, Chico. One dude was like, all he does is run the ball. He has no offense. He's not gonna beat me like that. Bro went out there and ran the ball every play and beat this dude. Dude got mad because he was like, oh, he eating up the clock. He keep the ball for the whole first half of the game. Bro was just upset, man. And what that pressure does, when I eat up the clock like that and run the ball, when you get the ball, you have to score. Because if you don't, and you turn the ball back over, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat up the clock. I'm going to run the ball. Yep, pound that rock. And that's exactly what he did. Man, bro ran the ball the whole game. 3 yards here, 2 yards here, 10 yards here, 4 yards. He just killed them. But shout out to the Madden champ, man. I appreciate you, man. Real dope brother, man. Appreciate you for always showing love. Also, man, sending your boy fragrances and things of that nature, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do, man. I don't really use the word subscriber lightly. You know, to me, when people subscribe to my channel and I say one of my subscribers, it's somebody that I feel like has bought into the way that I put out fragrances and the way that I view them. And I thank you. Real talk. Thank you. So we went over 2 fragrances. We got 3 more to go. We went over the Amber of the Sea, and we went over White Moroccan Leather, which is smelling so beautiful right now. It's starting to simmer down some, and you starting to pick up on that sandalwood. Starting to be a little bit more smoky, but you're starting to get some of that amber in it that's starting to creep up even more. This is a dope fragrance. On to the 3rd fragrance, which is, let's see. And the combination of fragrances that they coming up with, man, is dope, man. This is Spiced Bergamot and Orris. Spiced Bergamot and Orris. Again, man, the bottles for these full bottle presentation is beautiful, man. I'm gonna have to get I know I'm gonna have to get some of these, bro. Soon, one day. Send up prayers. Ask the Lord to bless my pockets. Hey, so the accords of this fragrances are aromatic, iris, fresh spicy, warm spicy, vanilla, powdery citrus amber with some earthy tones and woods in it as well. So they're describing this fragrance as a winter, spring, summer, fall. So as I haven't smelled it yet, but I see why it can be considered a 4-season fragrance because of the notes that's in it. The spice, bergamot, the Orris. I can kind of see why it does that, because by it being spiced, it's probably gonna have some spice in it. It's probably gonna have some citrus in it, and it's gonna have some Orris or some iris in it, which is kind of rounds it off and kind of make it a multi-weather fragrance. Let me check the chat right quick. You bringing back memories. I had the bus pissed. They started complaining. Right, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I remember you making them boys mad on that bus, bro. They was getting heated. They was turning red, bro. I said, man, bro, got them mad. Cause I'm like, bro, you mad cause you can't stop the run. But man, hey, I used to watch that show all the time, bro. Madden Bus. And y'all, Mike, I don't know what year it was. He'll have to tell you the year in the chat. But you can go look bro up, man, on YouTube. He one of them ones, man, in Madden. He one of them ones, bro. All right, top notes. Let me get a spray of this right quick on the... Ooh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is niche. This is niche quality. Oh, well, it is a niche house. This is niche, bro. This is true niche. This is true classical. This is true royalty, gentleman fragrance. Like when you smell this, you smelling like money. You smelling like you got yourself together. Somebody wearing these fragrances, they know what they doing in life. Now this can be considered a little bit Orris or iris heavy. I can see why somebody can say that because of the sage mixing with the citrus and the bergamot. So the top notes are cardamom, black pepper, bergamot, sage, and citrus. And I do pick up all those notes in the opening. I do got that spice from the cardamom and the, from the black pepper. The opening of this fragrance reminds me of YSL Blue Electric. Right there. The one that they had a flash sale. And it's hard to find now. It's like $400-500. I don't know if I ever sell mine. But somebody make me a good offer, I probably will. Especially if it's going to help me get some other fragrances. But I don't know if I will because like being that fragrance kind of hard to get, it's kind of dope that I can pull it out and wear it, especially during the wintertime and fall time. But even the bottle, excuse me, all black, kind of reminds me of that. Let me see, can I find the price on this fragrance? So this price right here is $124. So the fragrance, I also found one for $89, and I found one for $139. So again, it just all depends on where you get it at. If you buy it on eBay, and things of that nature, you might find a buyer a little bit cheaper. But I will say, if you're gonna buy from eBay, please be cautious. Be cautious. Yeah, so the opening on this definitely reminds me of that YSL Blue Electric. It kind of has some of the same similar notes with the cardamom, the black pepper, and the bergamot. Let me see if I stroll down. Do some people compare it to this? No, they don't. They also compare it to Versace Eros. They say people who like this also like Versace Eros. I can see that. I can see why they feel like that. It's nice though, man. I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with this. Let me see, man. Computer acting slow. Yeah, this is definitely smelling good, though. It definitely has some herbal and earthy tones. But it's nice, man. It's nice. Not my favorite one out the bunch. But it does smell good. It does smell good. It does has a place. It does has a place in my fragrances collection, though. I will say that. But so far out of the three that, including this one that I went over, this is my least favorite. Which is not a bad thing. The other two are just great. But this does smell good. But it does have more floral notes in it, like the sage, that give you that herbal vibe. And it does have the iris or the orris, lavender, geranium, and cactus. Those are your middle notes. Orris, lavender, geranium, and cactus, or sixtus. And then the dry down or the base notes are tonka bean, cedar, Haitian vetiver, and argan oud. So this does have some woody notes in it as well. But this does smell good. Yes, sir. Dropping in the wild. I'm at work. What's up, my boy, House of Colossal? What's up, Jeremy, man? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hey, man, if you in the Middle Eastern fragrances, or just fragrances in general, but this dude's specialty. This dude is able to find a needle in a haystack when it comes to gems, man. Go over to my boy House of Colossus page, man. That dude finds gems, especially when it comes to Middle Eastern fragrances. I call him the Middle Eastern king, man. Buddy do his thing, man. Shout out to my boy Jeremy over there at the House of Colossus. Dope brother, dope channel, man. Right, so also, man, Madden Champ, man, he do fragrances as well. I can't wait to hit that review on them two fragrances that you talking about, that you sent me earlier, bro. Cause they do sound, they sound like they like that, bro. They really do. They sound like they like that. So man, I got my notifications on. So as soon as you drop it, I'ma rock with it. Will, first time watching your live, appreciate the energy. What part of New York you from, bro? Hey, Chico, man, don't stone me, bro. But I ain't from New York. I ain't from New York, man. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, bro. But my favorite rapper is from New York. He from Southside Jamaica, Queens. My boy say 40 acres in the vapor when you raking up that paper in that candy scope. He saying that candy coated scraper system waking up Jamaica. Yeah, my favorite rapper is Lloyd Banks, man. So and I go up to New York a lot, man, to Harlem. Teaching our people who they are. So I really like New York. I really mess with New York. So you know, is kind of one of those things that I kind of just take a liking to, man, and just be like, you know. But I also be like, what it do, you know, man. If I can be from 3 places at one time, man, I'll be from Mobile, Alabama, Houston, Texas, and Queens, New York. Man, Banks is highly underrated. Highly underrated, man. And I can honestly say, like, growing up in the South, you know, that music don't kind of touch down there so much because the South is like its own culture. Like, I remember growing up listening to Lil Boosie, man, when Boosie was like 14. You know what I mean? And kind of just gravitating towards that. I remember listening to Big Pimpin' and having other people and, like, not just really caring about Jay-Z verse because, you know, I'm from the South, so we just care about Southern rappers. But the older I got, and I really just started listening, because my thing I used to say all the time, man, why I want to listen to a rapper and I got to get a damn thesaurus? So I kind of like bypass like Nas and stuff like that, because the only stuff we heard from like up north rappers was like the stuff that came on the radio. And I'll be honest, like West Coast had a bigger influence in the South than rappers from the North did. But as I got older, when I moved to Little Rock, Arkansas in like 2002, I was like 14. And I started listening to like my palette for rap kind of expanded some. So I started listening to a lot more G-Unit, a lot more rappers from different various parts of the South. And I just started listening to like a lot of stuff. And man, when they came out with that Beg for Mercy G-Unit, bro, I just went back and started listening to all that old G-Unit stuff. Power of the Dollar, all that old G-Unit stuff, man. The Taylor 50 Cent, like all that old G-Unit stuff, man. And bro, I just fell in love with Lloyd Banks, man. So since 2004, 2003, yeah, since like 2003, I've been like a heavy Banks fan up to this day. Man, anytime, Jeremy, man. Bro, we locked in, bro. We locked in, man. Can't wait to check your stream. Yeah, his flow and cadence is crazy, bro. Like he had this one line that he said, "What I throw will mess up your head, you really catch it." Like, he's so afar of his time. Like, sometimes his greatness can't be perceived, and I just kind of see myself a lot of him when it comes to like being creative and doing things of that nature. Because sometimes you can be boxed in because you might not have enough money to do certain things, but you have all these kind of ideas and you set trends, and you know you kind of don't get credit for it because like you overshadowed and you overlooked, so people don't really see like your uniqueness. But I just got to get a shout out to my wife, man, for always breathing life in me, always telling me I'm so creative, always telling me I'm trendsetter. And you know, it's dope to have somebody that love you and still think you dope, man. So shout out to my wife, man. Fragrance Champ, man. What made me move to VA? I got married, bro. 2016. You know, I fell in love and met my wife, man. It's crazy because how one person can erase so much hurt. And my bad if I'm kind of getting off fragrances for a minute, but I don't mind sharing my life with people, because at the end of the day, man, I think that, you know, we all grown men, we paying bills, we got children, and I think that it's also too that we be genuine with one another, because you never know what type of strength that we can draw from each other who might see these videos, man. So even though I'm coming on and I'm doing live, why you trying to connect that Android to my TV? You heard me, boo? Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. Yeah, so like Madden Champ, long story short, man, I moved to VA and got married. It'll be 8 years this year in October, man. Lord say the same, man. He continue to bless us, man, and allow us to continue to take it up another level. Yeah, I did mention the Madden bus in Times Square, but that was Madden Fragrance Champ. I used to watch him on the Madden bus, man, and he used to beat boys to sleep. And the final championship Madden game was in Times Square on the big screen. Right, Eagle fan. Man, I'm a Giants fan, bro, but it's all love. I ain't gonna kick up no dust. Preach, bro. I met my wife now out here in Cali, coming fresh from New York. Hey, man, when you know, fam. Well, you know what I think about Fabulous. I like Fabulous. I hope people don't take this as a disrespect, but I always thought Fabulous was a chip off the Lloyd Banks block, if that makes sense. He was nice, but I never thought he was more witty as Banks. Like Fabulous always said some punchline-y stuff, but like it wasn't like how it didn't hit with the same impact as Banks used to hit with, and even much more now. Banks' lyrical ability has supersede anybody spitting. I'll challenge anybody to that. But even Lloyd Banks talked about how him being a punchline kind of hurt him in a way, because that's all people want to hear from him now is punchline raps, and he done outgrew that so much. But I like Fabulous, especially when he did that that Death or Fresh to Death or those series of Death mixtapes. That was pretty dope, man. But I always thought that Fabulous was a different version of Lloyd Banks, or a chip off that Lloyd Banks block, so to speak. Love you too, my love. Shalom. Love you too. But I always thought Fabulous was that. I remember being in high school, man, in Alabama. One of my partners, they used to argue about Jadakiss and Fabulous. And then I have my other partners be like, man, don't nobody listen to them up north niggas. Both of them niggas trash. And we used to laugh, man. So, like I say, I always respected them. But, you know, I always thought Banks was better. Right, Will. One thing I have found with this community is that it's more than just fragrances. True, man. This community, this frag community, or fragcom, or frag game, or frag heads as we speak, it's a lot deeper, man, than a lot of people give it credit for. And I try to do my part on being authentic and being me and just being real, so you know people can actually buy into the product and not feel like I'm some lights, camera, action kind of guy, and when I turn my phone off, I'm a different type of dude. So I always try to be authentic and be real, and give y'all people the true me, because at the end of the day, I got to live with what I'm seeing in the mirror. But if y'all don't mind, hit that like button for your boy and drop some beer mugs in the chat, man. Cheers, Chico. We drinking on a little bit of Maker's Mark, some whiskey. Cheers, Chico. As y'all see, your boy got his face on the cup. Also too, man, like, share, comment, and subscribe. What was y'all fragrance of the day? We're gonna get into these last three fragrances in a minute. But what was y'all fragrance of the day? My fragrance of the day was Versace Mental Fresh. Versace Mental Fresh. That was my fragrance of the day. Yeah, Jada nice, bro. But I will say this. A lot of people be taken from Banks, because I ain't hear people start screaming top 5 greatest alive till Lloyd Banks came out with the 5 and Better series and started saying that he the top 5 greatest alive, dead or alive. When I heard Banks start saying that, a lot of rappers started talking about they top 5. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's all I'm doing. Cheers, Chico. Right, my fiance from Ethiopia, and it's hard getting them. People always ask how I do it. I was like, Kanye Strug. Kevin Klein, man. I gotta get there. I smelled it, man. Kevin Klein. Me and my brother was talking about the Kevin Klein fragrances the other day, man. On a little road trip we had. We was talking about how, like, in the 90s, how Kevin Klein used to be such a powerhouse. It's crazy how times change, man. But the OGs know, man, there's certain fragrances that you always gonna need in your collection, regardless, man, of how outdated some people may feel they may be. I'ma always have a bottle of Cool Water. I'ma always have a bottle of Polo Sport. I'ma always have a bottle of Curve. I'ma always have a bottle of the Michael Jordan cologne, because those joints just. I'ma always have a bottle of Nautica Blue, because those joints are just like a staple to, like, me in my early years, even when I was a legit, just smelling like fragrances. My fragrance of the day was Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton. But you was swinging the bat today, Chico. You was swinging the bat today. Hey, Louis Vuitton is becoming with some heaters, bro. But hey, that coin, boy, That coin. That coin, yoing. Hey, they ain't cheap, Chico. All right, man, let's get into these last two fragrances. I appreciate y'all for hitting that like button and dropping those beer mugs in the chat. Last two fragrances that we're going to go over. I tried to find this fragrance. It was giving me a little bit of hard time. So, unfortunately, I won't have the accords for this one, but I do have the notes for it. And it is none other than Cashmere Oud. Cashmere Oud. I can tell off the name of this fragrance that this is going to be a fall, winter, and early spring, because Cashmere Oud is kind of those deep, dark, richer, bolder fragrances by being like cashmere is like a softer leather, almost like Mercedes-Benz Cadillac leather feel, real soft, real cashmere like, and the oud is kind of like that thick wood oud. Ooh, yes sir. Yeah, this is definitely one of them. So top notes: pink pepper, saffron, and fig. And green notes. I'm definitely getting that up top. I smell a little bit of the saffron, but I'm really smelling that pink pepper and fig. Or should I say pink pepper and green notes? I'm really smelling those. It's almost like a fresh cut grass green notes. It's almost like that. That's what it smells like. Fresh cut grass and like plants. And that saffron and that fig is kind of add some sweetness, floral combination to it. Then we get into some jasmine and oud and patchouli and sage. And then the dry down, we get some vetiver, sandalwood, white musk and amber. This one got to grow on me. I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like it. But it would be, I have to be in the mood to wear it. I do like it though. It don't smell bad. It kind of reminds me of Greenlee from Parfums de Marly. The way that fresh green citrus vibe notes kind of come off. Not saying it has citrus in it. It just smells that greeny. It's like a fresh, bright green mixed with some saffron, a little hints of fig, a little sweetness from the fig, and some spice from the pink pepper. So it don't smell bad at all. It's definitely one of those fragrances that are going to get into the air and smell amazing. I'm just wondering why I call Cashmere Oud. But I can see why, because the oud starting to come through. But it's still bright, or it's still light, I should say, because it has that jasmine in front of it and that white floral. So I can kind of see why. We're going to let this thing dry down a little bit. We're going to get right back into it. Drakkar Dynamite. I'm going to do a review on that also, bro. The sample I gave you a while. Yo, that Drakkar Dynamite, I don't know why they stopped selling that thing, bro. That stuff is good. Man, I think I wore that. I probably wore that sample. I probably wore that out in a week because I just kept smelling that junk. I'll wear it, get out the shower, put it on again. I'm like, bro, this stuff is nice. I probably should have preserved it a little bit more. But it smells so good. Yeah, that Drakkar Dynamite, bro, that junk fire. I wonder, can I find that somewhere? If you just tuning in, we're going over 5 fragrances from the house of Habibi, New York. We're going over 5 fragrances, a discovery set. Shout out to my brother Jay Lick, man, that sent this through, man. I appreciate you. It comes with it comes in this nice little holder like so. Comes in this nice little holder like so that holds your 5 fragrances. And it also comes with tester strips. I'm not opposed to testing strips, but I feel like the way to get a real authentic smell of a fragrance is wearing it on skin. Because sometimes the paper doesn't allow certain notes to be prevalent or certain notes to pop. So you will miss certain notes, and then you'll spray it on your skin, and you will get a whole nother vibe off the fragrance. So I just like spraying mine on skin. So right now I'm smelling like Cashmere Oud. I'm smelling like white Moroccan leather. I'm smelling like What's the other one? Amber Sea. Yep, Amber Sea. And I'm smelling like Spice, Bergamot, and Oris. These fragrances are nice, man. These fragrances are nice, but the one that's in the two that's in the front runner right now is Amber of the Sea and White Moroccan Leather. Those two kiss the baby. Those two like that. Those two like that, man. So what y'all got next on y'all to get list? To get list, man. What's next on y'all to get list? Fragrance wise, I found a deal on this Okcha. How you pronounce it? Okcha. Okcha. Fragrance that I've been looking out to get for a minute. They had a sale going on for like 50% off. So I ended up getting a fragrance that was like 30 bucks. I paid like 15 bucks for it, man. So I'm just waiting on that to come in, and it's honey and it's like honey Hindu Kush or something like that. Cause I like herbal fragrances with those sweet notes in it. And I like fragrances that have that smell like the floralness of a flower, not like dank marijuana. But like I got a fragrance back there called Pineapple Express from the House of Dua, and it has kush in it, but it doesn't smell like marijuana. It smells like a floral plant. Cause I don't want. I'm 37, man. I don't walk around smelling like weed. But I do like those ones that smell like the floralness of it as well. So I got that coming. I can't wait to review that. Yeah, Okcha. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, man, I like those. I like that house, man. I want to get more from them. I heard nothing but great stuff about them, man. They had great presentation. I heard they fragrances hit, man, and they well blended. I was finally able to catch it on sale, man. I got it like 2 weeks ago, man. I'm just waiting on it to come in a week and a half ago. Just waiting on it to come in. What is it? La Alisa Blanca or Summer Hammer? Who make that? Who make that, Will? That sound dope. You had your eye on that one, Jay Lick. Hey, man, I'm gonna let you know if it's a stud or a dud, man. Mint squeeze and melting embers. What's that, Madden Champ? Who make that fragrance? Mint squeeze and melting embers. That sound dope. Hey. Yeah, man. Let me know what's on y'all to get list, man. Yo, I'm gonna have to look up some people on YouTube and see how they pronounce, because I don't want to review the fragrance and I be pronouncing that junk wrong. Yeah, still smelling this cashmere oud, man. It's I'm definitely starting to get more of the sage. Still smelling some green notes. It does settle down some, but if you like herbal and earthy, with some oud in it, but it kind of has a softness to it, this is definitely right up your alley. This is definitely something that can be worn in the wintertime and it's gonna hit outside. Definitely one of those. Almost like like how you wear like dark, rich tobacco fragrances outside in the wintertime. This is definitely gonna be one of those fragrances. All right, so the fourth fragrance that we went over from the house of Habibi, Cashmere Oud. All right, man, we got one more fragrance left, and we're gonna get up out this thing, man. One more fragrance left. Man, I enjoy coming through, man, and going live, man, and kicking it with the frag game, man. It's definitely a dope vibe. If y'all sipping on something tonight, man, what y'all sipping on, man? Again, man, I had a little bit of Maker's Mark left. So yeah, we just pulled that thing up, man, and we just doing a little bit of sipping, winding down. I know everybody gotta go to work tomorrow. Let me close some of these windows down. Computer running a little slow. Mango make Island Blanca, Lorenzo Pazalia make Summer Hammer. Okay, bet. Appreciate it. Hey man, if you on IG, Will, man, look me up, man, and we can rap a tab, man, cause I love to check those fragrances out. So Will, if you on IG, man, shoot me a DM or something, man, and we can link up. Melting Embers smells exactly like By the Fireplace. Okay, bet. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, By the Fireplace, one of them, man. One of them ones, man. It's definitely one of the ones that you need in your collection for the fall, winter, and early spring times for those cooler weathers, man. RAYZOR Ramon the Barber, man. This is on IG. All right, man, we're going to get into this last fragrance, this last fragrance, man. And it's none other than honeyed tobacco and oud. Honey, tobacco, and oud. Let me see, can I find a place for this joker? I'm going to spray it right here on the bicep. Ooh, okay then. I'm smelling that honey. It's an authentic honey too. It's a real honey. Warm, spicy, honey, sweet leather, fresh, spicy, amber, cinnamon, aromatic, coffee, and tobacco. Oh yeah, I already know I'm gonna love this. Coffee, honey, vanilla, and plum. Man, I love those notes in the fragrance, bro. That junk, man. I turn up for them. Top notes: cinnamon, bergamot, pink pepper, and sage. Middle notes is honey, tobacco, geranium, galgak wood. Dry down notes are leather, coffee, amber, and latherman. They do smell nice. I will say the cinnamon and the tobacco is starting to creep up a little bit faster. It seems like those notes will be on top, but because they're pushing through so fast. But I do pick up the cinnamon and bergamot and a little bit of spice from the pink pepper. The sage is kind of taking me back some. I feel like I could have did without the sage. The sage is kind of giving it almost like a urinal. A urinal vibe. Yeah, the sage kind of messing it up for me. But I still will rock it because it smells good in the air. But when I put my nose, so when I first sprayed it on my skin, I smelt the honey and the tobacco and the cinnamon and the spice from the pink pepper coming off. I smelt that in the air. But when I put my nose to my skin, I can smell the sage a little bit more, which kind of giving off a urinal, a urine vibe, which kind of caught me off guard. But I know that's gonna subside. I would have did without the sage in this fragrance, but I ain't make it. I probably would have put instead of sage, I would have put like a lavender and made it a little bit powdery. Hey, but you know, the person that made this fragrance, that's how they felt. So they did what they felt like they thought was right. Mint Squeeze smells like Meteor from Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that fragrance does smell good. My name on IG is, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I just put it in the chat. Yeah, that sage is starting to subside some, actually a lot. And I'm starting to smell that honey. That honey, it's a sweet honey. It's almost like the honey you get from Popeyes. It's a real sweet, thick honey. Again, I could have did without the sage. So this fragrance would be a 10, man, if it weren't for that sage. The opening kind of threw me off a little bit. Again, in the air, it smells nice. peppery, and spice with the cinnamon, and sweet with the mixed with the honey and the tobacco. But that sage mixed with that pipe tobacco kind of gives off a slight pee-pee vibe, if you will. Again, it settled down a lot. I settled down a lot, man. But I'll be lying if I say that when I first smelled it, I'm like, man, that smell like a little pee-pee a little bit. But I still will rock it though, because it smelled good in the air versus. And that's one thing about fragrances. Sometimes, you know, you gotta compromise in a sense. Like, okay, I know in the air it smells like this, but on my skin in the open it might smell like this. I remember one time, man, Trey Sense, man, and Goldie Smell Good, said the exact same thing, man. Like, if you like the middle part and dry down to a fragrance, but don't like the opening, they was like, man, still wear the fragrance. Only difference is spray it on like 5-10 minutes before you leave the house, and when you get to where you're going, everybody's gonna smell the mid to dry down and not the opening. So you're gonna have the best part of the fragrance, which makes perfect sense. And actually, that what made me buy Dior Fahrenheit, because I didn't like the opening of Dior Fahrenheit so much. It just smelled like gasoline to me. After a while, though, the opening grew on me, and I started to like the fragrance from the opening to close. But when I first got it, or when I first smelled it somewhere else, I didn't like the opening of Dior Fahrenheit. I hated it. I'm like, man, this don't smell like gas. So that's what stopped me from getting it. And one day I was cutting in the shop, and the client came through and got a haircut. And I was like, man, what you got on, Creed Vintage? He was like, nah, man, it's Dior Fahrenheit. I was like, bro, this junk smell good. And I knew then, like, man, it's just the opening I don't like. But the mid to dry down smells amazing. And after I heard the OGs say that about fragrances, like, man, if you don't like the opening of the fragrance, but you like the middle part to the dry down, just put it on 10-15 minutes before you leave the house. When you get to where you're going, people going to smell the mid to dry down, which is your favorite part of the fragrance anyway, so you won't be self-conscious of, dang, I stink. You actually feel or get a boost of confidence because you feel like that's the stronger parts of this fragrance anyway. That's a little tidbit. So now that sage is starting to die down some. This does has honey, tobacco, geranium, and galgak wood in the middle. And then the base notes again are leather, coffee, amber, and lather. So I kind of wish they would have took out geranium as well. Not that anything wrong with geranium. I just would have put another coffee. I would have put a latte or a cappuccino or something right there. Just because I like coffee, and I just would have liked to have that right there in the middle note, so I could smell a version of coffee, then get that true coffee bean down beneath, and I would have mixed that junk with some sandalwood. But hey, that's just me. What do I know? But it does smell good, man. So shout out to my brother Jay Lick, man, for sending over this discovery set, man, from the house of Habibi. I think it's dope, man. 5 dope fragrances. If I had to rate those from my favorite to least favorite, my favorite that I smelled tonight will be white Moroccan leather. That would be my favorite fragrance for tonight, which is a 10. And my second one would be Amber of the Sea, which is also a 10, but they're 2 different 10s in different kind of ways. That white leather, that white Moroccan leather is more of a creamy, smooth vibe, which is like I'm a sucker for. And the Amber of the Sea is more of a summertime citrus beast, man. So number 1 would be white Moroccan leather. Number 2 would be a strong 2, like 1A and 1B would be Amber of the Sea. My third one would be spice, bergamot, and orange. That would be my third favorite fragrance. My fourth favorite fragrance would be honey, tobacco, and oud. And then my least would be cashmere oud. Only because I just felt like they could have named it something else. I thought it was going to be more spicy, more tobacco, softer oud. And I just picked up, it was more greenly and more fresh and with some hints of herbalness. But I like all of them. I like all of them. But the first three just took my breath away, especially the white Moroccan leather. I like all of them, and I'll definitely find a place for the other two in situations, things of that nature. But if I'm just rating them from my best to my favorite to my least, that's the order I would like to put them in. So again, man, if you would like to check these fragrances out, again, man, sample. I'm also a believer in, I'm a avid member of the Blind Buy Warriors. Shout out to my boy Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. I'm a firm believer in being a blind buy warrior. So just be mindful of blind buying and testing. When you start to spend more money on a fragrance and you know, you're not sure, you know, I would say sample. And even when you start to, you know, grow your palate some, still sample, because, you know, you don't want to kind of like a fragrance but don't and never wear it. But I know, man, you know, as you can see, what's behind me, it's over 300 bottles, and I got bottles back there in my book bag that I ain't even put out yet. So, you know, when early in my fragrance journey, man, like 98% of my collection is blind bought. And I was just going to live with whatever, because I kind of knew what I liked. And when I started seeing a pattern in certain fragrances and certain notes, I'm like, yeah, this kind of going to smell like this or smell like this. So I was just like, man, I'm going to go get it. And if it work out, it work out. If it don't, it don't. And I definitely fared, out of all the bottles that I've bought, a blind bought, I would say the bottles that I didn't like, I can count on one hand. So, you know, all praise to the Most High for that. It kind of worked out for my my tasting, because I have a wide range of, my palate is a wide range. I'm not so honed in on certain scents and certain notes. But if you are, there's nothing wrong with that. You like what you like. But just be mindful. That's where you get subscriptions like Scentbird and Micro Parfums and Decant X and all those different sites like that, to where you can buy samples and things of that nature, so you can test certain fragrances out. Gerald, what's good, my guy? Scent of the day, RAYZOR Elysium. Boy, you came through with that fop. Boy, you came through with that chopper, boy. RAYZOR Elysium, man, that fragrance smell good. What's that fragrance? What they call it? The sprinkler? It hit him with the sprinkler. Yeah, man, that's a dope fragrance. I had a sample of that, actually, man, and one of my fragrances that I really enjoyed. A nice summertime with some hints of blue. Kind of remind you of Creative Vintage a little bit, not much. But it kind of, I can see why people say it reminds them of that. Real dope fragrance, though. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, man. We ain't going to be on here too much longer. Anybody got any closing remarks according to fragrances that they want to, that we chop it up with right quick before we hop out the thing? It's already 10:13. Time be flying, boy. Yeah, we about to shut it down, man. Yeah, man. Likewise, man. Have a good night, man. Get y'all some rest, man. You know, I know everybody got to go to work at different times. Scent of the day. Also, scent of the night was your RAYZOR. Are you putting that Elysium on to go to bed? Ooh. Ooh. Don't kill him. Don't hurt him, Hammer. Scent of the day, Georgioff. Was it Renaissance? I smelled that like once, man. I had a sample of that. It smelled pretty good. Yeah, Jay Lick. Sunday evening, probably gonna be the live staple. Especially, man, with the care package, man. You sent your boy all those other fragrances from the house of Hez Parfums, and that Mancera sample. So I'm probably gonna do that little sample pack next Sunday. So I kind of space it out like that. So I kind of won't burn myself out again, and I can always keep coming up with like new content. So the way I'm kind of doing it now is, you know, Monday or Sunday night I'm gonna do a live. Monday night I'm gonna record my weekly fragrance video, and that'll drop Tuesday. And Tuesday night I'm gonna record like a new fragrance that I got, you know, a topic or something like that to drop for Wednesday. Don't drop nothing Thursday, like record a Thursday night video for Friday, something like that, man. So, you know, I'm gonna try to hit y'all with at least 3 to 4 appearances a week. You know, Lord's will say the same as the, you know, schedule allow me to, but it's kind of the format I'm kind of going with right now. You got your bottle in a swap, but you like it. Yeah, man. RAYZOR makes some dope stuff, bro. Some real dope stuff. They got one of them, I think, is like some gold. What is it? Dalai Lama, Dalaya Gold. Yo, that I had a sample of that junk, boy. That junk smell good. Junk smell real good. GOODT. Good. Yeah, Jay Lick, that's kind of the format we gonna rock with. Lord say the same, man. All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, rocking with your boy, man. Had a great time, you know, chopping it up, talking life, talking fragrances, just coming through, kicking it with the fam bam, man. Had a great time, man. Can't complain one bit. I'll praise to the Most High, man, for giving me strength, allowing me to come through and talk about these fragrances. Yeah, man, I can't complain, man. I'm thankful y'all came through and rock with your boy. You know, y'all hit that like button if y'all still in here. Hit that subscribe if you ain't. And put them beer mugs in the chat, man, for your boy one time. Cheers, Chico. All right, we finished that, so we good. No liquor left behind. I appreciate y'all for coming through and rocking with your boy. As always, until next time, it's a transmission.